Discipline is one of the most important skills, or perhaps the most important skill you can level up in your life. Period. If you don't think that's true, which you'd have to, which first of all, okay, for you to think that that's not true, there has to be certain requirements that weren't necessarily met in your life just yet. And that's okay, because I truly do believe that, like, well, I guess not, because there's like 50-year-olds, like, no, okay, never mind. Well, technically, sorry. For the sorry, for that to not be true in your life, certain requirements haven't been met yet, and might might not be met, like, ever, and that's okay. Now, what what the hell am I talking about? I mean, most people, or a lot of people in this world, kind of have this, like, realization that, like, oh shit, life's fucking hard. Life's harsh, and it doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't give a fuck. Your soul, your soul's purpose, your soul's energy, it doesn't give a fuck. Either find it and do it, or I'm gonna bother you for the rest of your fucking life. Sorry, yeah. Sorry for all that cursing. Just like, it's, I just feel like this is the one thing that, like, I really need to, like, make sure that you know. The ability to, like, do something, the ability to take action on something, even though you feel like you'd rather die, like, literally, like, you'd rather die, that's what discipline does, and that's real discipline. It's, just think about it, it's the ability to push past the feeling of death and do what you want to do anyway. And I shouldn't even talk about this because, you're maybe not at that level yet, but yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, I mean, I'm a little bit, but, like, neither am I. Well, yesterday I showed a little bit of level 2 discipline, which I'll talk about in a moment. Um, where basically, like, the first level is literally just your brain, and this takes, guys, I'm sorry, but, like, it takes months. It doesn't take weeks. It doesn't take days. It doesn't take weeks. It takes many months, maybe even a year or two. Like, seriously, it's pretty harsh. Um, it's pretty harsh. Mainly just because the way that, like, your human brain is worked, and, like, the fact that, like, discipline is technically, like, the discipline in a sense is, like, the opposite of what, like, a human being is, because you know how, like, humans, they always want to do, naturally they always want to do, like, the most comfortable, safe thing, right, like Dr. Andrew Huberman said, like, not to be mean, but, or not to be, like, all sad and depressing and shit, but human beings were meant to be raised in a certain nature nurture environment do that, reproduce and die, right? Humans, look, just like a little side tangent, like we're not really like that complicated, yet we live in a complicated world. So, you know, it's not just something that we can switch on, right? Like physical activity, for example, is a perfect example of how like we can just switch that on. Even if you're like a lazy mother, even if you're just lazy as shit, human beings are used to physical activity. So even if you're lazy, fat, whatever, like it only takes you what, like a week to get used to the gym? Not even. Maybe like by like the second day you're like, oh, this is great. And it shouldn't be, right? Because like it hurts and everything like that. And maybe you don't like the gym. You know, maybe you're one of those type of people. But eventually you will like it, by the way, if that's you. But yeah, discipline is just truly like, I know I'm using a lot of quotes here, but like Mike Tyson said in what was it, like, yeah, the Joe Rogan podcast, like, you're nothing without discipline. You're nothing. You're nobody. Nobody without this ability. You know, I like to like kind of rank how like a feeling makes you. And to me, truly, like, first let me explain it. So like, so it's 1 through 10, right? 1 being the absolute worst you could possibly feel, and it's kind of unique. It's kind of unique. It's a little bit unique. I'll explain that later. And 10 being basically like is only really achieved through like either drugs or I don't know, like a big moment, realistically, right? Basically, like to me, oh sorry, and then basically 1 and 2 are like, I don't know if you've ever, I don't know if you get, I don't know if I should talk about, no, I should talk, it's fine. I don't know if you guys ever like, have you guys ever like been in that like 1 or 2 state, which I'll explain, and you're just like, oh yeah, like the 1 or 2 state is like, oh yeah, like dying would be better than living right now. Like, that's genuinely how being in a 1 or 2 state feels. Like, seriously. Your brain and body genuinely believe, like, this isn't a joke, right? If you've never maybe experienced it before, your brain and body genuinely believe, like, oh yeah, yeah, like, being dead, like, me not being alive right now would be better than this, yeah. Well, like, yeah. Like, yeah, like, I'd actually rather be dead, yeah. If you have the ability to like your brain and body are like convinced, like, oh yeah, like it wouldn't even be a question, like, easily, like, yeah, like, yeah, like. And by the way, like, the reason why emotions always seem like such a big deal is because whenever you feel an emotion, you think that you're gonna feel it forever. I don't know why the brain works like that, but it just kind of does. Like, whenever you feel an emotion, you just kind of like, oh yeah, this is gonna last forever. It's not, right? Emotions are like the weather; they come and go. They're fugal, whatever. So, how do you even do it? How do you even get to that point? in my experience, I see two main paths. One is a chapter of The Way in the Superior Man, which is called Live Just Beyond Your Edge. And he basically explains how anything you do in life, you should be living just beyond your edge. Andrew also likes to talk about this a lot. Andrew Tate, yeah. He likes to talk about this a lot. Where, like, basically, it's like, it's in a sense like a conqueror's mindset. Also, David Goggins like to talk, okay, basically everyone likes to talk about it, but, sorry. David Goggins, because his name is also David Diaz, so it's kind of just like, okay. David Goggins likes to talk about it as a conqueror's mindset. To me, personally, that just doesn't really, like, how should I say it? It doesn't really, like, hit, you know what I mean? You know how, like, some words, like some quotes just kind of, like, hit the heart? Like, to me, that just doesn't really hit, so I'm not gonna use that, personally. I do like Andrew's quote of it, which is giving 100% of your soul's vigor, vitality, and your everything into everything you do. That to me hits, and it also makes 100% sense. Like yeah, like it makes sense. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it right, basically. And that goes with this as well, where if you're gonna try to level up your discipline, level it up right? And most people start in the gym, and that's 100% okay. Basically, like, it should feel challenging, but not overwhelming. You know, it's not necessarily the mindset of getting 1% better every day. Like, not necessarily, but it's more like you expect to be better eventually, right? And yeah, the second way is basically just to, there's no, like, one better way, like, realistically, like, they both kind of suck, and you're both gonna suffer through both of them, like, it doesn't matter. And you're gonna use, like, I don't even know why I put these separate. Like, realistically, you're gonna use both of them, like, especially the first one. You're always gonna use the first one in, like, basically, like, everything that you do. But I'm talking about this is more like how you start off. And believe it or not, most people do start off the second way, which is the harshest way, which is to have a fuck this event moment named by Hamza, where basically you just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But it's like something inside of you wakes up, and you just start doing the fucking work. That's it. I mean, I'm laughing, but, like, truly, like, you have a mental breakdown, you cry, you want to die, everything. You're like, you sit back and you're like, okay, all right, what do I have to do? Like, just like David Goggins went through, what do I have to do? And you probably know exactly what you're supposed to do, right? You have the key, but you don't use it. Most people don't. And if that's you, and if you haven't had a fuck this event moment, then you better be on that first one, because there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that at all. There's no excuse. Okay, look, like, let me close my computer. You know, I'll start closing my computer to end the video. Start doing that. That's gonna be the end of the script. Now it's just like me yapping. There's no excuse. Come on. Like, lock the fuck in, bro. Like, come on, man. Even if you're a normal, everyday loser, and you just so happen to be like, yo, this kid, bro, I don't know what the hell he's saying, but maybe I'm kind of, you know, maybe I think he's smart because he has a Bible and the books and shit. Nah, bro, like I rarely even use these. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I'm dying, bro. But yeah, man. Come on. There's no fucking excuse. Like, lock the fuck in, bro. Truthfully, like, come on. Even if it's get 1% better every day, at least do the fundamentals like sleep. And hey, guess what? Those are gonna level up your discipline as well. And guys, like, I made this video just because like I've been going through a lot recently, and I feel like yeah, like discipline has definitely helped me throughout that like so much. And yeah, I'm creating a product soon. It'll be the first link in my description. It'll basically be like, I haven't completely decided what it is yet, but it'll be like a course, like a video course, and maybe I'll do some one-to-one calls, maybe. But it'll be like basically like a video course, some video courses of like how to reduce your screen time, and I'll probably throw in like a discipline one as well and shit. But yeah, man. Um Hope you do well. See ya.